Hello guys, and thanks for coming in and watching me diamond paint. I'm working on the little cats. Excuse me. I started to record this and for some reason it just did not work, so here we are again. I was talking about what kind of books I like. I like mystery books. That was attractive. God, there's not too many of those. Let's see. And yes, wouldn't you know, I put these diamonds in here, and I put them in backwards. So, or in the I wrote the numbers on the containers backwards, so now they open like this. Isn't that special? Okay, so we're looking for A. Just a few. Put it over there so we don't drop it again. But I do like mysteries. I watch suspenseful things. I don't much care for like lots of action, that kind of thing, but I do like a mystery and trying to solve it or get through it. I was also talking about how my favorite movie of all time was Gone with the Wind. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, it seems like. We used to, when I was married to my second husband, we worked for a video store, sorry, and, number 10. And so we could rent movies all the time. So we would rent like 3 or 4 nights, stay up and watch them because we didn't have to work but nights for the video store. And that really worked out well. So we got to see a lot of the new movies. Now, mind you, this was back in like 85, 86, that kind of thing. But we saw a lot of the new movies that came out, and I enjoyed that a lot. Now this is going to get a little bit tricky because the E and the F are about the same color. I can't see too much of a change here. So I think I will do the E's first on this. I took the plastic cover off because I just did not want to mess with it. So that's number 12. Okay, there's not too many of that one, so I guess it's all just right here on this one cat. But what kind of movies do you all like to watch? Mysteries, romance, I can't even think. Fantasy, like, like Harry Potter, or that kind of movie, or, what is the one with, oh my goodness. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Yes, Lord of the Rings. Fantasy type. And I did enjoy the Jurassic Park series. I watched a bunch of those. Let's see. I can't think of anything. You know, I did like Gladiator, of course, that when that came out. I haven't watched too many new movies lately. I've been working, so I haven't had time, or I'm working the wrong time to even, think about going to see a movie. And the days seem to be taken up, my days off, that I just, and it's so, right here where I live, it's really hard to go to see a movie. They do have a drive-in. Believe it or not, it's one of the last drive-ins, I think, in Colorado, and probably the oldest. But I've never been there, and it's outside of town, and it runs in the, say from spring until, when probably the snow flies. around here, and sometimes that can be late October or the end of November, you know, sometimes. So we just have kind of odd seasons around here. So you kind of work around the weather, but I don't feel so closed in or shut off because there's so much snow and you can't go anywhere, that kind of thing. I like that. And they pretty much cater to people that we have a big tourist industry. It seems like here there's a draw. We are close to the rivers, and they have a lot of river rafting companies. Sorry, I needed some coffee. River rafting companies that they take people out away from here sometimes, or they get in the river here and go. So we have a lot of tourists in the wow, that is really hard to see. Tell me H. H is number 14. Ew. There's H and F. Okay. Well, we'll go with the ones we can see, and we'll just wing the ones we can't. So, I never noticed this, but yeah, it's kind of iffy here, so we're just kind of poking and hoping that we're hitting it where it needs to go to. I can faintly see the E's. I thought I'd get them taken care of, and that would help. Oh, no. Because now, after I do that, I can't see the F's. Till the F's from the H's. So this will be strange. But I guess it'll all meld together one way or another. And it's not a big project here, so we won't have too much trouble getting it done. Probably finish this in, 2 days. One if I had a whole day, but we're working with the night here, so. And I'm pretty tired. Today it was just pretty busy, and people coming and going, and evidently they closed one of the mountain passes, so I don't know if people got caught on the other side and had to stay over there or not, but evidently they had a lot more snow than we did right here. We probably got a good 7-8 inches of snow, but it, like I said, it's melted off the roads, but the roads aren't dry, so it'll turn out into ice by tomorrow. But other than that, and that's kind of been how it goes. I mean, we never get a chance too much to what do you call it? To get snow-packed roads, unless it dumps a whole lot of snow or whatever, you know. It's usually melted off, and people can get around, and they know around here that people have to go to work, and sometimes they have to go 20-30 miles to go to work, so they have to be able to do that, you know. And they clean the roads really well. So, and we're not, when you think we live in the mountains, we're in an area where it's pretty much ground. I mean, there's no dead drop-offs, or you don't have to take a winding mountain road. It might be winding, but it's within 50 feet of where the ground actually is on the side of the road, if that makes any kind of sense. But, so it's not too difficult to get around, but, and I guess we've all learned, you know, when to stay home and when not to. You know, this is going to melt off by noon or whatever. But, oh, sure, we can get surprised, but not too often, not too often. The biggest surprise is that, oh, it didn't snow. So, and we live in a valley, and 95% of the time, it seems like the wind, the weather will just blow. Either it'll look crazy, like it's going to rain or snow, and it doesn't do anything. It just looks bad. Now, when we lived in Texas, we always said that it was fixing to rain, and you know, when you say it's fixing to rain, by gosh, it's going to rain, and it pours like buckets and gully washers. But here, you know, it looks like that, and no, nothing, absolutely nothing. Maybe a skiff of snow or something, but not too much. Well, I think I got excuse me. Dang it. I got all them E's, I think. And I'm kind of guessing they're E's because the E, the F, and the H are like within a hair's breadth of being different from each other. So I think I'll do F next and pick out them, and whatever I got left over, I'll just make H. Because that's about all I can do with that. It's just too close to even call. Now the glue on this, it's one of those that it's a slider painting, or a slider diamond painting, because that glue, I can just push that across there. It's grabbing the diamond, but it doesn't have a whole lot of sticky on it. I wouldn't say they got carried away. Well, dagnabbit. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so what's the weather like where y'all live? Are you having good weather, bad weather, or you just get all that good weather all the time? Like Lora down in Florida, and what is her name? That other lady that does diamond paint. I think her last name's Franklin, and I can't think of her first name, but it begins with an M. She's a real nice lady. Her and her daughter, she's a hoot. They live in, I think they live in Florida as well, and they have nice weather down there. But I haven't seen too much nice weather in a while. So we're waiting for spring around here, and you know, by the time spring gets here, you know, you can hardly wait. You're ready for a change. And spring doesn't last too long, just long enough to get the flowers in the pots, and then it either will surprise you with some really cold weather, like real quick and just overnight, and kill everything, or you know, you just go on, and maybe in a couple more weeks it'll be, you know, the beginning of summer. So you just kind of guess away there about the weather around here. But other than that, I'm still waiting on my 4 diamond paintings that I ordered through AliExpress. I do most of my ordering through AliExpress or Amazon at this point. I haven't been too disappointed with the Amazon stuff. I've gotten it from different sellers there. You know, been pretty well pleased. I mean, you know, there's been a wrinkle issue or something, you know, but you know, honestly, I've been really lucky. I haven't gotten too many bad things that have happened, you know. Certainly, the one time I ordered a diamond painting, and it was the one of the. It was like cherry blossoms and a little cottage, and then there was like a, what do you call it? The bridge, and then it had more of the pink bushes on this side, and it's been all over AliExpress and everything else. And I ordered that one, and I got it, and I thought, well, gosh, that's awful light, because I had bought a 50 by 60 or something, you know, really huge. I opened that up and poured that out of that little bag, and to my surprise, they had oil paints. Yep. It was an oil painting. It wasn't a diamond painting. Well, I went back. I got freaked out. I was like, God, did I read that wrong, or what's wrong with me? And it did say it was a diamond painting, showed the pictures, and it said something about paint by number diamond painting is how that was put. But in their description on the side, you know how it shows the 4 or 5 pictures, it did show diamonds, and it was actually supposed to be a diamond painting. So I contacted the seller, and they sent it out, and, you know, said it was their bad. You know, I don't know what happened in the factory, but it certainly was not something I was going to take on. I just, no. So, but I got it, and the quality was really good, you know, from there on. So I didn't have an issue with that. I think one of these videos that I do, I will do a video on all the ones that I have completed, and and then show you some that I have in my back stock. I call it laughingly my back stock. Well, my back stock has become my forward stock because I just keep buying, and, you know, there's diamond paintings I'm sure that I got the first couple months that I diamond painted, and I still haven't gotten to them because I'm always doing something for Christmas or somebody's birthday, or I get waylaid, or like this, I just wanted to do this, you know. So, and I have no agenda, you know. I just do what I want when I want, and everything. So, but yeah, I'll show you what ones I picked out, and, you know, how the canvas feels and what the diamonds are. I haven't run into too many bad looking drills, except for those 2 that I told you about in that last video, and they were beyond cheap. I'm sure that I got these from a friend. She said, oh, I can't do that. You know, she couldn't see it. And she was an older woman, and I said, okay, well, fine, you know. And it was in my house for months before I said, okay, I can do this. But, and they were both squares, and I will, if I still have them, I'll show them to you. But they have had the worst drills that I have ever had in any diamond painting that I've purchased since. They were just cheaply made. I think they were probably like $1.50 or a 99-cent painting or something. You know, they just weren't real good quality, you know, painting. But, you know, it was enough to get my feet wet and go, don't like the squares, you know. And I didn't buy squares, like I said in the last one, intentionally, unless I was really enamored with the way it looked. Because it's just, I don't know. And I've looked, even before I go ahead and purchase a square diamond painting, I will look and see if someplace else might have it in an actual round. So I try, you know, to find it that way. I'm looking here because I've got 14, and I'm looking to see how many of those H's I got. So when I start filling in the gaps of the ones I really can't see, you know, it'll be fun. So it might not come out the way it was supposed to, but I just like this because it was colorful and it was cute. And I don't buy cutesy this kind of stuff. I like things more real to life. But like I said, I like this one. So, and I thought it would be a nice interim painting to do while I'm waiting for the ones that I do like. And I've got others. They're way over here that I've been working on. And I think I might mix it up. I won't work just on this one. On my Whip and chats, I might go back and forth, you know, between them and work on others. I do have a, I believe it's either a 60 by 60 or 50 by 60 of the Transformer Bumblebee. And that's going to be for my grandson for his birthday. So I've got it all kitted up, and yeah, I should be working on it, but, you know, it's got 3tan hell going on with it, so we're kind of putting it in the background, and it'll be one of those that I work on for about as long as I can stand it, I guess, a week, and usually is my time period. And if it's not done, then I'll just work on, whoops, see how those diamonds slide? But I think once I get this together, I'll spray this. But I go back and forth and do something a little different. Like if I know there's a birthday coming, I've already purchased the diamond paintings. Right after Christmas, I purchased birthday diamond paintings for everyone. And so I can work on them periodically. Well, actually, they're not going to be birthdays. I've decided that. So everybody's getting them for Christmas this year. But because it's just too much pressure to put myself under. And with summer coming at that restaurant that I work at, it's going to be busy, and I'm going to have way tired days. Now I'm just lightly tired, but oh well, you know, it is what it is, and we all got to work one place or another. But I'd like to do this all the time, but I can't. So you know, and I do it probably 4 or 5 hours a night. If I, you know, just sit down, I go back and forth. I have to get out of this position after a while. So, because I can't sit for too long, because I've been standing and my muscles just seem to contract after work. So I have to kind of keep moving around. I think, what do you call it? Arthritis is trying to kick in here and give me a few fits and stitches, but other than that, we get along just fine. I was going to tell you, I told you in the last video that I ordered the Disney Princesses diamond painting. I've got that coming. And I ordered, Rachel Ray did a diamond painting of this geisha girl, and it was all what do you call it, rhinestones. And I thought, well, that was really pretty, so I went looking for it, and I actually found it in just the regular diamonds. And I thought, well, you can try that, because she really wasn't happy with the way that see, this is where I research. She wasn't happy with the way it looked, and it was just too much sparkle. And so I thought I would do that, so I ordered one. It was similar to her. I don't know that it was the same company or what, but I did it up, and it turned out great. The drills were perfect. I will show you that when I show you all my other ones that are finished. But I had ordered another in that series just to see if, you know, it would turn out as well as the first one. So, but I like that company, and I want to say it was Shimmer Stitch, but I'm not real sure. I'd have to look it up. But what are your favorite stores? I mean, I know everybody loves Emerald Moment and everybody loves Diamond Art Club, but you know, I like to give the little guy a chance and see, you know, if they can meet up, or if things go well or if things go bad, you know. So I like to not get stuck in one place or with one company. Now, I do have my favorites, and everybody's going to say, oh God, Hoolican, but hey, sorry about the dog. I do like Hoolican. I have not had a negative experience with Hoolican at all. I've purchased 4 or 5 from them, so I haven't had the issues. Oh, of course, there's been some drills that were bad, but that was to be expected one way or the other, but not major anythings or wrinkles or bubbles or nothing that I couldn't handle. And I like the Mian store for their Chinese paintings. I've purchased one of the beaded cross stitch from it was Golden Pano, and I'm still working through that. When I saw Copax do that, I thought, man, that looks, that pretty easy. I could, yeah. So Lora jumps in with both feet and orders one that is about 6 feet long. Yeah. And it's got, not one, 50 colors to it. 50 colors, yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But it's kind of slow going, and talk about not being able to see the drill field. Well, it's got issues as far as not being able to tell. They have like a, oops, what do you call it? A key on the side, supposedly. And when it's on that 11 count 80 cloth, or however you say that, yeah, you can't see it, but they did send a diagram with it, and so far, yeah, it's been a nightmare, and it might find itself in Princess Heaven over there, so we'll see. But alright guys, well, I'm going to let you go now, and thank you for tuning in and watching me diamond paint, and maybe we'll do some more the next time. We didn't get too far, but it's going right along. Like I said, this part, I was looking over here, it doesn't seem real hard anyplace else. It's kind of faint a little over there, but it's not anything you can't read, but you just cannot tell the F's from the H's and that other one. It was weird. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of fill it in the way I think it should look, and I think it'll be fine. We got plenty of diamonds, because that's number 14, and this red only goes right here, so we got oodles and gobbles. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching me tonight, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you again, and please do subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.